Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. What's going on out there in the land of the unfree, America? How's everybody doing today? What is going on? Can you do me a favor? Can you hit the like button? Can you just hit the like button real quick? Everybody, hit the like button. Just take a second. James, what's going on? What's going on, Gregor? Always good to see you, my friend. Chevy, what's going on? Do we got Cope Dog and Dog? Is Cope Dog and Dog in the hizzy today? What is going on? What is going on? John Eagle is here, the master editor, this guy over here. What is going on? Rock, paper, scissors. Chris Alderson is in the room. Cope Dog and Dog and Dog. What is going on, Cope and Dog? How you guys doing? Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. Everybody hit that like button real quick. And then if you type in the comment section for me, just real fast, just type in the comment section for me. OTVO. Overturn Terry versus Ohio. How's the sound? I had to go down and fix the sound today. I went down to the sound store. There's a sound store, and they fixed the sound. I'm not going to talk too much today. Hopefully I'm on the last day of this cold or two, but I can tell you this. This is going to make your blood boil. This is going to make you real, real mad. This is going to make you so mad when you see this. I'm telling you what is happening in this video. This is tyranny. What you're seeing here is absolute tyrannical jackboot thug pig garbage. Put that in the comment section for me. JBTP, jackboot thug pig. Jackboot thug pig. Put it in the comment section for me, please, if you would. Pretty please with sugars and cherries on top. What is going on with everybody? How is everybody today? So remember, tomorrow morning we have a fundraiser. I hope I can do the morning. I'm going to try. I don't get myself going where I'm like going until a little later in the day, but I want to get this fundraiser done for Craig Hendry. I want to get that done for him. And so remember, tomorrow is a fundraiser. So bring your wallet. I'm going to try to set up, because my nonprofit still is not done. It's the IRS. You have to jump through all these hoops. It's so much work. It's so much work to get this nonprofit accomplished. But it's worth it, because I mean, my goal this year is to raise at least $50,000 and completely give it away and help other people. That's my goal this year, and I can only do that with your help. We won't be able to do that alone. I'll tell you that. Nobody can do it alone. I mean, well, I think there's some people out there that can do it alone, but I know that I'm incapable of that feat by myself. I will need your help. So get ready for that tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then that'll be noon Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to jump right into this video. And I'll shut the front door. I just want to remind everybody, tomorrow morning fundraiser for Craig. We have to raise at least $3,000. So that's a big fundraiser tomorrow. That's why I'm starting early. I might be on my live stream for 3 hours, but I'm going to get it done. I guarantee I'll get it done. I won't stop, because we don't stop. We don't stop. Put that in the chat. We don't stop. Oh man, hoodies are going out like crazy today. I'll tell you that. All right, listen, I'm going to get the flock out of here. I'll stop talking my ass off over here, and I'll let you guys watch this video. This is from Code Blue Cam. I don't have a volume on that. Let's see why there is no volume. Okay. Can you guys hear that? I can't hear that. Can you guys hear that? I cannot hear that. Let me try it again. Can you guys hear that? I can't hear it. Damn it. Can you guys hear the video? I thought I had fixed this snafu. I can see that. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me? Do you do you guys got me? Can you hear me all right? Can everybody hear me okay? Give me a 5x5 if you can hear my voice, if you can hear me. Okay, I have sound, but the $1 million question is, okay, let's see if that works.
Okay.
Last try here. Last try. Doesn't work.
Back through the Sorry, sir. Gotta have you go around the backside. Through the fence. It's a construction zone.
Yeah, no shit. I do this for a living.
You work here?
Yes, I do.
On this
I
side?
did that parking lot. I did that parking lot over there.
But not this one.
Are you here for work?
This site?
Yes, I am. I'm here doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control problems.
Okay. Can I get your ID?
I don't have one on me.
Don't have it?
Yeah.
Why does he have to have an ID? Why does he have to show ID right here? I don't understand what's going on.
I can't let you in.
Do you see what his shirt says? Do you see what his shirt says? Black River Falls Wrestling. If we can find this guy, I'd like to help him out.
Doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control problems.
Okay.
I'm doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control problems, whatever he said.
Get your ID.
I don't have one on me.
Don't have it?
Yeah.
I can't let you in.
Kiss my ass.
Oh, okay. No.
I'm not resisting.
Stop.
I'm not
Stop.
Stop, ma'am. Don't.
I'm not resisting.
Stop tensing up. Stop tensing up. Relax.
Quick work.
Just relax.
1509 yell with one.
Because you're tensed up. That's why.
No.
Yes.
No, you guys
That is
don't
why.
know.
According to the report, McCormick started to walk away as pigs had not confirmed identification, nor had they ended contact with him. So this is from a cop sucking channel, which is why we're not watching it on YouTube.
Stop. Just stop. Relax.
I'm gonna put you in handcuffs till we figure out who you are.
And why is that? Why is that? I'm so confused. Why does he have to go in handcuffs? I'm so confused. Why is it necessary for him to go in handcuffs until the cops know who he is? For what reason does he have to go in torture cuffs? He's doing a walkthrough, and then the cops say, oh, we fenced this off because there was if you didn't read earlier, they had an arena thing go on down there. And so then they fenced off the construction area so people couldn't walk through. He was doing a walkthrough to check on the construction. And then when he didn't have ID, he can't go through the construction area. And so then they're going to put him in torture cuffs. It's just so confusing to me. Why does he have to go in torture cuffs? I just can't understand why he has to go in torture cuffs. There's no reason for this.
My name's Matt.
That is why. Stop. Just stop. Relax.
I'm gonna put you in handcuffs till we figure out who you are.
My name's Matt. Talk to me like a person.
We were.
No, you weren't.
We weren't the ones calling names like you were.
I did not call you a name.
You said multiple profanities.
What I said to you was kiss my ass. Is what I said. I did not call you anything.
Profanity.
What?
You have an ID?
My wife can grab it out of my back pocket for me. Hey, you want me to grab it for you? Nope, don't grab my wallet. I'll get my ID out for you.
Sir, stop.
Come over here.
It's not about anything other than a gang bullying. This is gang bullying under the threat of death because he's a wrestler. He's wearing the shirt that says Black River Falls Wrestling. And so he's a wrestler. His kid's a wrestler. And that's going to come into play here in a minute.
Somebody's got an attitude.
I know.
And it's,
Ma'am, you want to grab his ID for me, please?
thank you. What I said I would do for you, you did for me. Thank you.
Matt, shut your mouth.
I'm not bending over. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. I'm going to go back here for 5 seconds and listen to this again. Okay.
Thank you. What I said I would do for you, you did for me. Thank you.
Matt, shut your mouth.
Matt, shut your mouth.
I'm not bending over. I'm not kissing anybody's
Shut your mouth right now. We're done. You and I, we're married. I'm divorcing you. You don't talk to me like that when I'm dealing with pigs. If your woman or your man talks to you that way, when there's pigs in front of you, torturing you, abusing authority, overstepping their boundaries, illegal detainment, no probable cause, no reasonable articulable suspicion of any kind of crime at all whatsoever, there was no need to detain him to find out who he was. If your loved one is being abused by the police, if you have nothing to say to back him up, then you shut your mouth. Shut the front door. Shut your mouth. You have no right to say a damn word to him. If he's standing up to the pigs and you don't, let me put it for myself here. If I'm standing up to pigs and you say a word to me that is in their favor or against me, our friendship is over. I never want to hang out with you ever again. I never want to see you. I want nothing to do with you. To me, you're the enemy of the people. You're as bad as the pigs because it takes good people to work against you, against this police state, prison state, death state. If your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, kid, dad, mom is having a verbal with the cops and you don't want to jump in and join them, then shut your stupid mouth. Shut your mouth. Let me say it again. Shut your mouth. You got nothing to say that's going to be on my side? Then if you don't shut up, this will be the last time I ever have anything to do with you for the rest of my life. I swear to God. I don't care if you're my girlfriend, my wife, my sister, my mother. You talk crap when I'm fighting the cops, you're done. You and I are divorced forever. I never want to even see you again because obviously you don't understand that these guys are jackboot thug pigs and you are effing with me while I'm dealing with pigs. I was screaming at my screen last night, screaming as I watched this. And I was not saying these words about her. I was saying something a little bit more. Can you imagine what the words I said were? Could you imagine some of the words that I said? Could you imagine what I was saying last night when nobody was around and I was screaming, you better just shut your mouth is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hear you talking shit when there's pigs in front of me. I don't want to hear it.
Thank you. What I said I would do for you, you did for me. Thank you.
Matt, shut your mouth.
I'm not bending over. I'm not kissing anybody's ass. I didn't do anything wrong.
Good for you, Matt.
Got him, dude.
Yeah.
Man, good thing for these pigs, huh? Good thing.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running from you.
No, but now listen to this bullshit.
Listen, it's not that. It's because you're in handcuffs. That
It's not a law that if I'm in handcuffs, I can stand on my own, sir.
No, but listen.
I can
But if you
stand on
do
my
fall
own.
on your face, it's a liability.
What a load of shit. He's not falling on his face. What a load of shit. He's grabbing him to dominate him, to have dominion over him. That guy's a pig. If we could find this guy, I will help him. I will help him. Just like we're helping tomorrow morning, we're doing a fundraiser for Henry in Indiana. I would help this guy.
You can't catch yourself. So it's not that I think you're running away. It's just a safety thing. That's
What a load of shit. Everything's safety. You have to be tortured for your safety. What a load of shit. I'll let this guy get his whole spiel out so you can hear the bullshit. The absolute bullshit. Just so ridiculous.
No, but listen, it's not that. It's because you're in handcuffs. That
It's not a law that if I'm in handcuffs, I can stand on my own, sir.
No, but listen.
I can
But if you
stand on
do
my
fall
own.
on your face, it's a liability because you can't catch yourself. So it's not that I think you're running away. It's just a safety thing. That's what we do with everybody.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's
It is what we do with everybody.
Oh, no, I think it is. I think it is what they do with everybody. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that's what they do with everybody. We have allowed them to create. That's why Matt, reach out to me and let's sue these pigs. Reach out to me, Matt. Someone could find this guy through the Black Falls River Wrestling Club. You can find this guy. Find this guy, Black Rivers Falls High School Wrestling Club. Find him and let's sue these pigs for illegal detainment. Because I watched this last night. My blood is still boiling. I'm still mad. I've been thinking about this all day. the editor cut a short to this last night using some other footage of me saying something. And I said, you'll be able to cut more tomorrow because this has me so pissed off. This guy's a wrestler and he says, kiss my ass because he doesn't have to give ID for no reason. This is an unlawful detainment, an illegal detainment. Matt, let's sue him. Matt, let's sue these pigs, bro. I'll help you. I'll help you every step of the way, Matt. I'm so mad as I watch this. I'm so mad as I watch this.
Okay, well, I'm not here to argue with you, sir.
Oh, no, you're here to torture and listen to his dumb twat wife.
Yourself. So it's not that I think you're running away. It's just a safety thing. That's what we do with everybody.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is what we do with everybody.
Seriously, honey, I seriously would divorce you. I seriously would leave the house for at least a week and I wouldn't come back.
No.
Okay.
No, you shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Well, I'm not here to argue with you, sir.
It seems like you are, but that's the funny
No, it seems like you're a bully and you're a gang member.
part.
Why did they mute it? Why can't we hear what they're saying?
Shut your mouth.
Nope.
Oh, dude, that chick. I swear to God, this is part of the reason why I'm single. I cannot handle chicks who shut up.
I don't have to. I can talk. Never called either one of you a name or anything. And you guys are the ones that jump to conclusions and all of a sudden, oh, we got to put you in cuffs. Sorry, I'm just moving around. I can't stand still.
That's right. Like I said, I just got on you so you don't fall. I'm not saying you will, but
Hate to see
it's
you
a
push me.
liability.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't push you, but
Wouldn't put it past you.
okay.
Because he was going to tackle me right away when he first grabbed my arm. So I think somebody was kind of jacked up already. Pretty funny. The girl that walked through over there, you didn't do anything to her, did you? You let her go right through.
Because you
pretty funny.
you came in and made the scene.
I told you
I'll
I
tell
was
you what,
walking through the
I'm gonna
car.
go work on your citation. We'll call it good.
Do what you got to do, guys.
Yeah.
Seeing that he's going to write out the citation, he knows who I am. Can you take the cuffs off now because I'm not under arrest,
No,
correct?
right now. We'll just,
Am I under
you're
arrest?
being detained.
Am I under
You are
arrest?
being detained.
For what?
You're being detained.
For what?
Okay, we needed to detain you because
For
escalated
what?
the situation.
What are you detaining
Sir,
me for?
listen,
What are you
I'm
holding me
explaining.
for?
Okay, well,
Just by you saying
I'm not gonna
you're detained, you're detained, you're detained. What are you detaining me for? What did I do wrong?
I was explaining
What
to you.
did I do wrong?
Okay, sir, if you're going to interrupt me, I'm not going to explain it.
Answer my question
No,
then.
because you keep interrupting.
Because you can't answer the question. I asked you,
Well,
what am
I
I
was-
being detained
Sir,
for?
I'm not arguing with you here.
Seriously.
If you have an issue, this is all being recorded. You can come in tomorrow.
I don't care if
business
it's
hours.
being recorded. By all means.
Well, that's where I'll leave it then.
Learn how to.
So, I mean, I'm sure the chat is speaking on it. Let me just say something. Let me say something real quick. I'm gonna run for governor, and I'm gonna win the governorship, and I'm gonna change these jackboot thug pigs from the top down. Leave your little comments. Oh, you got me so good. You know what? Now that you've trolled my account, I think I'm going to quit now. I think I'm going to give up. I don't think I'm going to run for governor now that you've trolled my account, called me a pedophile. Oh, I'm not. What about that fake FBI dossier that said I was a pedophile too? You guys got me so good. You leaving your comments here. You've shut me down. You've changed my resolve. You know what it is that I'm now just ruined now that you came here and left comments on it and you trolled. Oh, you got me so good. Or this is one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube, and the population of Team DLZ is just growing and growing and growing, and there's more and more and more people coming here who see it exactly like I do. The cops are jackboot thug pigs. Put that in the comment section for me, will you? JBTP, jackboot thug pig. they're they're so mad they can't stop me. Oh, you put your troll comments. I need to quit now. I can't do it anymore. Now that you've left mean comments for me, called me a pedophile, I can't do it anymore. I gotta quit. Make sure that when I'm running for governor and I become the governor, make sure you keep on throwing your peanuts from the peanut gallery. Where? I'm not sure if you guys know this or not. I hate to take a break from the video, but you know, so in 2021, they tried to call me a racist. They said I was a racist. Look up my name. You see that I'm a racist, as I teach that the laws were created against black people. In 2022, they stalked me and stole my car. My van was actually stolen by stalkers. 2023, they actually showed up on the street, and now I'm suing one of those jackboot thug pig troll suckers. And you have to understand, when you become a leader, there's people who don't want you to lead. They just don't want it. They don't want you to take over. They're just so afraid. They're so afraid. They're so afraid that you are going to be the leader. Mm. All right, let's get back to the video. I'll sit here and block troll comments as we continue. Let's go back here just a little bit so I can watch it again.
Sorry, I'm just moving around. I can't stand still.
That's right. Like I said, just got to hold on to you so you don't fall. Not saying you will, but
Hate to see
it's
it
a
push.
liability.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't push you, but
Wouldn't put it past you.
okay.
Because he was going to tackle me right away when he first grabbed my arm. So I think somebody was kind of jacked up already. Pretty funny. The girl that walked through over there, you didn't do anything to her, did you? You let her go right through.
Because you came in and made the scene.
I told you I was walking through the
I'm going to
car.
go work on your citation. We'll call it good.
Do what you got to do.
Wait, hold on. The cop is offended? The pig is offended? The cop has the attitude about what the man, Matt, has done nothing wrong?
Seeing that he's going to write out the citation, he knows who I am. Can you take the cuffs off now because I'm not under arrest, correct? Am I under arrest? Am I under arrest?
So they're torturing him. That's what they're doing. They're torturing him. They're not detaining him. Torture cuffs are always torture. Put it in the chat. Thanks, Captain Blake's Beard. Appreciate you, man. Every one of free membership, y'all. Captain Blake's Beard's giving out free memberships to DLZ. They're torturing him. They're literally torturing this man.
For what?
You're being detained.
For what?
Okay, we needed to detain you because
for what?
The situation.
What are you detaining me for?
Listen,
what are you
I'm
holding me for?
Okay, well,
just by you saying
you're
detained, you're detained, you're detained. What are you detaining me for? What did I do wrong?
I was explaining.
What
to you.
did I do wrong?
Okay, sir, if you're going to interrupt me, I'm not going to explain.
Answer my question
no,
then.
because you keep interrupting.
Because you can't answer the question. I asked you, what am I being detained
sir,
for?
I'm not arguing with you here.
Seriously.
If you have an issue, this is all being recorded. You can come in tomorrow.
I don't care if it's being recorded. By all means.
Okay. Well, that's where I'll leave it then.
Learn how to do your job.
Okay.
Imagine how mad you would be when they got you in torture cuffs on the side of the road.
Don't worry, it's going to take a while because he's going to sit in the car just to try to make a point. But,
no, he's going to sit in the car because he knows torture cuffs are torture. You know, and let me tell you something, ladies of America. Okay, this is the reason why there's Passport Brothers. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I'm going to go to Colombia for my next girlfriend, because I just don't want that. There's alpha, beta. I'm the man in my relationship, and I'm an alpha male. If you're with me, you're with me. I'm not with you. You're with me. And if you talk back to me, you take the cop side, tell me to shut up when I'm dealing with the pig, you and I are through forever. Forever. You want to get me out of your life forever? Suck up to the cops. Suck up to the cops. I swear to Christ, I will never speak to you again. As long as you're alive, you'll never hear my voice ever spoken to you again. Not even to F off. I'll have nothing to do with you ever, ever again. It's disgusting. His wife is a disgrace.
Pretty funny. All day long, people are walking through here. You guys didn't bother anybody. Not a thing.
Are you okay with standing, sir? Do you want to sit down?
I'm fine.
Okay, just double checking.
Just find it funny that, yep, other people could keep walking through, no problem. Don't worry about it.
Sir, just don't lean that way.
I'm turning looking that way.
That way, turn the other way. And look the other way. Because now you're facing me. I guess I'll play the game.
What's the difference of me? Are you threatened by me? Really?
Sir,
so I can't even face you.
Okay, I'm not talking.
No, of course you're not. You're a giant pussy, bro. You are a giant pussy. The cop is. You are the biggest wussy on planet Earth. Face over there. Face over there. Don't face me. Who the hell do you think? They tried that with me with LVMPD. They're getting sued for $5 million. I'll win. They abused me on camera trying to get me to face over there. I told them to F themselves. I'm not going to face where you want me to face. I'm free. You don't have dominion over which way I look.
That's probably the smartest thing you've said all night long. Yep, there you go, fucking it up.
What was this little?
Look that way, turn the other way. And look the other way. Because now you're facing me. I guess I'll play the game.
What's the difference of me? Are you threatened by me? Really?
Sir,
so I can't even face you.
Okay, I'm not talking.
That's probably the smartest thing you've said all night long.
Appreciate it.
Yep, there you go, fucking it up. What are you jerking me around for?
You're jerking me around.
I can't move? Exactly. We'll play ring around the rosy.
No, we're not, or else you're going to sit down.
I'm standing here.
Okay, well,
not bothering you.
Around.
What am I doing? I can't turn to look at something?
What are you looking at?
Whatever I want. Whatever I want.
Okay, I don't understand why this is such an issue.
You guys made it an issue.
No, you did.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Keep telling yourself that.
Well, it's all on camera.
I don't really care if it's on camera.
So it's going to show the issue.
I don't care.
She would be so done. I would be so done with her forever. I don't care.
Sir, I'm gonna have you sit down.
I don't care how many kids we have.
Like, I don't know what the game
I
is.
told you when I first got here, I can't stand still. I got to keep moving.
Okay, can you sit still?
No, because I got bad knees.
Okay,
that's why I got to
sit-
keep moving because
Listen,
of my
if you sit,
joints.
can you move your legs?
No, I cannot sit
Okay.
because I sit all the way down there. It ain't gonna be good for my knees. Not gonna happen.
Because he's a wrestler and he doesn't want to be bullied and he's not going to tolerate being bullied.
I told you before that I can't stay I can't stay still. I got to keep moving.
Okay.
So therefore, while he's over there lollygagging writing the ticket,
Well, he's not lollygagging.
you could just uncuff me and I'll stand right here and there's no problem. Have I ever once tried to resist you? No.
Well, while we were cuffing you, you were.
No, it wasn't. Your buddy tried tackling me almost. So I said, relax and talk to me. Instead of just snapping. Man. How many caffeine do you have tonight?
0.
That's a lie.
Just check down.
That's a lie.
His ears are cauliflowered.
So what do your security guards get paid?
Seriously, Matt, just knock
Just
it off.
asking a question,
Just
trying to make
knock it
conversation.
Knock it off.
That's all I was asking.
Knock it off. Seriously.
Dude. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think? I mean, I'm just wondering. Thanks, Derek, for the memberships. I appreciate it, man. If you guys are not a member of Team DLZ, please consider joining. 64% of you right now are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button if you would, please, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. What do you guys think, though, with this woman talking this much trash in front of these pigs, disrespecting her husband? I mean, I make it very clear. The first time I go out with a woman, I make it very clear. I hate cops. I don't respect them. I won't be respectful to them. If they come after me in any way, you're going to see me unload on them. If you speak up against me when I'm doing that, we're done. And we're done now. I quit now. I quit you on the spot. I would tell her right there, we're getting a divorce. Get away from me. Well, I wouldn't have even got there because the women I date, they know now. I tell them from the first date, I hate cops. If you can't handle that, if your daddy's a pig or your grandpa's a pig and you have some sort of pig love inside of you, then you and I are not compatible, honey. You and I can't be together. Sorry. I mean, but listening to her, this is what made my blood boil last night.
Not gonna happen. I told you before that I can't stay I can't stay still. I got to keep moving.
Okay.
So therefore, while he's over there lollygagging writing the ticket,
Well, he's not lollygagging.
you could just uncuff me and I'll stand right here and there's no problem. Have I ever once tried to resist you? No.
Well, while we were cuffing you, you were.
No, it wasn't. Your buddy tried tackling me almost. So I said, relax and talk to me. Instead of just snapping. Man, how many caffeine do you have tonight?
0.
That's a lie.
Just checked on.
That's a lie. So what do your security guards get paid?
Seriously, Matt. Just knock
Just
it off.
asking a question,
Just
trying to make
knock it off.
conversation.
Knock it off.
That's all I was asking.
Knock it off. Seriously.
You should know better. Oh. Tony.
Mr. Erickson, now's not the best time, but I appreciate it.
That's the thing. This jackboot thug pig sucker, he walks up and he's just ready to be friends and support the cops no matter what. This jackboot thug pig sucker has no idea what's going on here. None. You heard the gate close where the jackboot thug pig sucker came through. You see his disgusting wife right there with her 2 bags. You know, any lady who carries 2 bags is just a piece of work.
Oh.
And he comes strolling right up as the guy's in torture cuffs. He knows what he's doing. He wants the person in cuffs to know that he supports what these pigs are doing.
Tony.
Mr. Erickson, now's not the best time, but I appreciate it.
Just a hi.
I know. Thanks, sir.
Dude, okay, listen. Let me explain something to y'all, okay? Let me explain something. I just cannot have anything to do with these pig-sucking women and pig-sucking Kevins and Karens. I just cannot have anything to do with it. Katie put up a blurb earlier and she said she's never discussed cops on a first date. Katie, it's the first thing. It's in the very first. As soon as we sit down to have dinner, we start to talk, blah, 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 blah. And oh, by the way, Katie, I hate cops. So if you have a family member who's a cop or you like cops or you respect cops, that's fine. You could do that. But if you disrespect me or you talk any shit to me about pigs, then I don't think we're going to be compatible because I hate cops. And I openly admit it. I hate them. I hate cops. I have no problem saying it. Why do I hate them? You're looking at it. And how do we know which one the bad ones are and which ones the good ones are? Well, you can read the 3 commissions that are available on deletelaws.com for free. You can read the Wickersham, the Knapp, and the Mullen. There's also the Seabury, which was before the Wickersham. The Wickersham said that when they criminalized alcohol in America from 1920 to 1933, the biggest alcohol swindlers in our country were cops. They worked with Al Capone. They worked with Lucky Luciano to run that alcohol. We know this because of the Olmsted versus United States case of 1928, where Roy Olmsted was bootlegging alcohol between Canada and Seattle, and he got caught, that lieutenant, as a pig shack factory, and then him and 11 other little piggies all went to jail, and the Supreme Court said, you're going to prison, and they all went to prison for 10 years. We know. The 1929 St. Valentine's Day Massacre is when one group of gangsters like Lucky Luciano's versus Al Capone's, what happened was one group of gangsters went in and mowed down with shotguns another group of gangsters who weren't even ready for the attack. It was vicious. What were they wearing? Police uniforms. Where do you get police uniforms in 1929? The cops give them to you. The cops were complicit in the attack. The 1929 St. Valentine's Day Massacre is going to be challenged in court in the 1939 case of Miller versus United States, which concerns the Federal Firearms Act of 1934. The Federal Firearms Act of 1934 was piggybacked and created based on the 1929 St. Valentine's Day Massacre. When that got to the Supreme Court in 1939, 4 conservatives banded together to make the National Firearms Act, NFA, to make that a law that was now stamped and approved by the black robe tyrants. Who did that to us? Conservatives. Conservative Supreme Court personnel did. So,
Yay.
Seriously, I want to go home.
We will.
Oh my God, Matt. Oh my God.
What? Or what? Go on.
All right, and I'll give you his ID back. You can take my ID, I guess.
You don't need to explain it, just hand it to me, and that's good.
oh, but he's not done being a pig. He's not done being a pig. Brotherly, yes, I do. No, I did not. I'm a pure blood, my friend.
I do need to explain it.
No, you don't. You gave me a ticket. I got to pay a ticket.
Okay.
Give me my ticket.
I gave you a citation for obstructing a police officer. Okay. Okay. Your court date,
Yep.
if
Got
you
it.
wish to
I can
dispute,
see
your
it.
court date's October
I can see
14th
it.
at 2 in the afternoon. Hold up.
Thank you. Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to explain this.
No, I'm done with you. You gave me a
Okay.
Can I
ticket.
just
I'm
take him
gone.
home, please?
Just
What's
see it.
going to happen?
Oh, you could do something, honey. You could shut your fucking mouth is what you could do. You could just shut your stupid mouth. That's what you could do. You could shut up. That'd be great. If you would just shut your pie hole, that'd be great. The pie hole that this man provides for you to eat, you should just shut your mouth.
Your court date,
Yep.
if
Got
you
it.
wish to
I can
dispute,
see
your
it.
court date's October
I can
14th
see it.
at 2 in the afternoon. Hold up.
Thank you. Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to explain this.
No, I'm done with you. You gave me a
Okay.
Can I
ticket.
just
I'm
take
gone.
him home, please?
What's
Just see it.
going to
Oh,
happen?
like you're the voice of reason. Like, can I just take him home, please? I'm the good person in this relationship. I suck off the cops.
Thank you.
Is
That's my wallet. Thanks. Let's go.
Is this
Don't
what-
don't
this-
bother talking to my wife. We're leaving. We're trying to leave the scene here and leave the situation. So let us go, please. That's all I'm asking.
I want you to understand this.
I got
when
it right
the,
here.
When the
See,
Black River Falls Athletic
I don't
Department
really care.
has contact with your son because
Listen to this shit right here.
I
of the
don't really
behavior of his
care.
parents,
No.
that's going to be an issue. So that it's got to happen because
please leave his dumb ass there and let's go. I ain't putting up with this crap.
Listen to what he says again. Listen carefully to the words that he says.
I got it
when
right here.
When the
See,
Black River Falls Athletic
I don't
Department
really care.
When the Black River Falls Athletic Department, you're going to go tell the school that one of the wrestlers on the wrestling team that you don't like their dad.
has contact with your son,
You're threatening to contact my underage child. Matt, find me, bro. Matt, reach out to me. We will sue these pigs.
I
the
don't
behavior
really
of his
care.
parents,
No.
that's going to be an issue. So that it's got to happen because
please leave his dumb ass there and let's go. I ain't putting up with this crap.
okay. So he either shows up to court or pays a fine. It'll be October 14th. So, okay, y'all are free to go.
Look like real nice guys, don't they? He looks like a real good person, doesn't he? The officers advised his wife that the athletic director of the Black River Falls High School might be contacting regarding the behavior of one of their athletes' parents. What the hell is that? Really? What the hell is that? Look at them. They think they're so justified in what they've done to somebody else. I bet Matt could beat the piss out of both of them at the same time. Look at that fat, out of shape pig. Look at him. He couldn't run a mile, and if he did, he'd hucker over and die.
1309.
He was issued a citation for resisting and obstructing a police officer. What a load of shit. Look at him dressed up like he's going to Fallujah. Look at all that military. Look at all the magazines of bullets he has on his vest. What a joke.
You can show us clear. Matthew was issued a citation for obstructing a police officer.
His core is twice as big as his ass. He's got no strength in his legs, and he's so fat and out of shape. That guy, all he could do is put his weight on top of you as the other pigs dogpiled you.
He was cited and released. He was also, well, he would have been given a verbal warning for entering a construction zone, but he chose not to hang around. So we'll be clear. J. John.
If you wonder why people hate police, people like me, who openly admits that I hate cops, this is why right here. This is why people hate cops. If I could grind these guys into a garbage disposal, I would. I literally look at these guys and I see red. I see absolute red. Now, you guys know I'm nonviolent. That doesn't mean I don't have the thought. I'd like to see this guy get his teeth kicked in, to be honest with you. That's what I'd like to see. If he ever got into a fight and it was caught on film, I'd like to see it. I'd like to see that he's a total wussy. He's a total piece of shit. No. I'm not promoting your channel, bro. You're a piece of shit too. You're a piece of shit copsucker, bro. I'm not promoting that channel. I'm not giving them a like or an upvote. I'm not giving them a damn thing. I mean, when you see that, how's that make you feel? When you watch that just now, how's that make you feel? That made my blood boil. Made my blood boil the entire time. Remember, we got a fundraiser tomorrow morning. We got to raise 3 G's tomorrow morning at least. So a fundraiser tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Everybody be ready for that. Yeah. And if they went to my kid's school and talked about them illegally detaining me, we're going to contact the athletic director of the Black River Falls High School and say that we had a run-in with one of the athletes' parents. The height of despotism is we're going to go after your children now. That to me, that was the icing on the cake. Matt, if you see this video, if Matt sees this video, reach out to me. I'll come there, dude. I'll come there to go ask those cops some questions. I want to ask that fat piece of shit pig if he thinks he's tough. You think you're a tough guy? You think you're tough? You think you're really tough? You ever take on anybody who actually knows what they're doing without torture cuffs and the color of law? You ever take on anybody? Never. He's a pig. Guy's an absolute pig. Just makes me sick. April, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Dan, what is going on? KT, type in the comment section for me. OTVO. No. Let's go JBTP. Jack Boot Thug Pig. Jack Boot Thug Pig. Jack Boot Thug Pig. I wish I could. This guy, I can't pronounce his name. Just let me play. I wish I could, man. I'm 49 this year, 50 next year, 50 this year. And, at my age, when I hit the bag and I kick the bag, my knuckles and my hands get messed up. So I got one good fight in me if I have to fight somebody off, because I'm not going to start a fight with anybody. But I got one in me, but my hands hurt when I hit the bag now. And I can literally break my own hand from hitting the bag. It's really sad. Let me show you how these guys are. Let me show you how good these pigs are, how amazing these pigs are. You're going to love this one. $20. She gets arrested for $20. She gets arrested for $20. This is unbelievable. This is a very, very short clip. She gets arrested for... Right on. Alan Hubbs. What's going on? Derek Morris gifted a membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Check this out.
I just tried to give her $20. I just tried to give this lady $20. Please send this to me. My phone number is 813-777.
She gets arrested for giving someone selling flowers $20. What kind of society are we creating here?
I just tried to give her $20.
They pull her over and are arresting her out of her car for giving another human being some money?
I just tried to give this lady $20. Please send this to me. My phone number is 813-777.
Wow. Wow. Just unbelievable. And we're seeing it everywhere, every day, all across this country. We're seeing it daily. Daily, we're seeing it where these pigs abuse, rape, murder, kill people.
I have a camera. I'm calling the cops.
Don't call the cops.
Then you could have asked me. I could have made a creep all pulling up to my house like that.
A father whose 17-year-old son was shot and killed last year has now filed a lawsuit against the alleged killer, who is a former Greenwood police officer.
It happened after a confrontation about reckless driving in an Aurora neighborhood. Denver 7's Colette Bordelon learned the teen's family wants to make sure this case isn't forgotten.
I have a ring here. It's got his fingerprint on it.
Since November of last year, Todd Blitzstein has been living a reality he doesn't recognize.
You know, it's just a constant reminder.
A reminder of what happened to his son Peyton in their Aurora neighborhood.
I don't want this case to fall by the wayside.
A doorbell camera captured what police say was the deadly end of an argument over careless driving, where Peyton died.
So the cops are gang members in our country. Cops are gang members. Put it in the chat. Cops are gang members. I've been telling you this for a couple of years. Cops are gang members.
After being shot several times, and the man police say shot him, Adam Holan, was drunk at the time of the shooting. Holan, who's a former Greenwood Village police officer, is facing several charges, including second-degree murder.
So it was a gang. One gang said, "Oh, you don't like how you're driving," and then he went up there and they were drunk, and they murdered this guy's son. He raised this kid to 17 years old, and then he murdered him. That guy murdered a 17-year-old boy. Reminds me of the 18-year-old Anthony Allegrini Jr. That pig murdered Anthony Allegrini. How long are we going to tolerate this? How long are you going to sit there and not pull out your camera and film these pigs? How long are you going to take a plea deal? These jackboot thug pigs are killing our children in the streets. They're killing our people in the streets. These pigs are out of control. I'm going to run for governor and I'm going to win. You guys saw how many people come here and try to troll me. You can't stop me. If you're going to stop me, you're going to have to kill me, and good luck, because I'm packing heat. You come anywhere near me and I feel threatened, I will do what I have to do. It's that simple. But if it's me or you, it's going to be you. And if you think that you can just shoot somebody and then run off, you don't die right away. Sometimes it takes hours. You shoot me, I guarantee you I will get to my gun and we're both going out. These jackboot thug pigs are out of control. They're killing children left and right. I'm talking about young men, 18, 19, 17, 16, 20, 25, young men, half my age and younger. They're murdering them in the streets. When are you going to wake up? Have you turned your Karen or Kevin in your family? Have you turned them and shown them this particular video? They murdered that 17-year-old they just murdered him. Outright murdered him. He got charged with second-degree murder by a prosecutor who sucks off cops every day. The prosecutor has knee pads on so he can drop down to suck off the cops. It's a regular occurrence for him. They call him Jizz Face.
including second degree. Adam Holland was drunk at the time of the shooting. Holland, who's a former Greenwood Village police officer, is facing several charges, including second-degree murder.
I want him to be held accountable.
And now Peyton's father has filed a wrongful death civil lawsuit as well. His lawyer, Sean Simonson, says there's no amount of money that can bring back a life, but he is looking to compensate the family on both financial and emotional fronts.
This is a lawsuit that
He is looking to
Take a look. Don't let it pass you by. Take a look. Shot him 6 times. Why was this young man shot? For no reason, because a drunk pig decided he wasn't driving how he wanted him to drive. A drunk pig did this. A drunk pig murdered this guy. Straight up murdered him. Chuck with his dyslexia, we don't stop-o. Look at this kid. Sweet kid, man. Murdered by a pig.
compensate the family on both financial and emotional fronts.
This is a lawsuit that, in my view, is worth north of $5 million, $10 million.
Police say Peyton, who was 17, fired a gun that night too.
I see this more like Peyton and his friends being backed up into a corner.
The gun found at the scene appeared to be made from different parts and had no serial markings on the slide.
Illegal possession of a weapon is not a big issue in my mind. It's more a reflection of the society that we live in.
We tried to talk with Holland's attorneys for the criminal case, but they didn't have time for an interview tonight. While this father navigates life without his son.
You see these parents that go through this, and you're like, man, I couldn't imagine that. And then next thing you know, you're turning around and you're in the middle of it.
Saying his.
Did you hear what he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Listen to what he says.
See these parents that go through this, and you're like, man, I couldn't imagine that. And then next thing you know, you're turning around and you're in the middle of it.
Look at this kid.
Saying his fight.
Look at this kid. Look at that kid. Shot him 6 times. And I mean, just so you know, that's, you know, it's a recipe to murder you. The cops approach you, they know I'm carrying, and the cops approach you, and then they don't announce themselves so that you'll have a shootout with them, because if someone approaches me and attacks me, you're going to get what you get. And so that's how they murder people. They attack and they don't use, we're the police, and then you shoot back. They did this to Tupac Shakur. You know, Tupac Shakur shot 2 cops, went to jail for a while. When it came out that he shot them in self-defense, Tupac Shakur was then released from jail and acquitted of all charges. Did you know that? Tupac shot 2 cops who didn't announce, and they tried to murder him. It was a setup hit. And Tupac came around and he actually shot the 2 pigs. And just so you guys know, I'm not God. I don't have any empathy for these pigs. I just don't have any. It doesn't exist inside of me. I hope that the pigs who murdered this kid burn in hell. I know that God could forgive them. I'm not capable. I'm human. And this, you know, remember, the things that you read in religious texts was written by man. From Muslims to Christians to Buddhism to Krishna to Horus to Set to Monkey to Norris, you name the god. And it was written by man. God is not that. God loves you and will forgive you for what you do, but I'm not capable. I cannot forgive these pigs. I cannot forgive them. And I hope if there is a hell, they burn in it. That's how I feel. I'm not going to lie.
And then next thing you know, you're turning around and you're in the middle of it.
Saying his fight is far from over.
I want his name out there in a positive light.
Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
Wait a minute. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. We have to point something out here. Did she say Denver 7? She did say Denver 7. Is there qualified immunity in Denver, Colorado? Anybody? Does anybody know if there's qualified immunity in Denver, Colorado? Is there qualified immunity in Colorado? I'm not sure. Maybe someone could educate me, because I'm just learning some new stuff here. But I'm not really sure. Is there qualified immunity in Denver, Colorado? No. Basil got it. Basil said there's There's no qualified immunity in Denver, Colorado. Does that change the on the street behavior of the pigs? No. His son's still murdered. But there's no qualified immunity. So many people come through and say, abolish qualified immunity. There's no qualified immunity in Denver, Colorado. Did that change what happened to this kid? Did that change anything? Did that change anything at all? No. As long as you have these policies, procedures, and protocols, there will be death, murder, mayhem, rape, wrongful prosecution, wrongful persecution throughout this country. Qualified immunity does not matter if you're dead. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do you think this cop's going to lose his house? Do you think he's going to lose his pension? Do you think he's going to lose his car? You think he's going to lose his girlfriend? His wife? Any money? Is the cop going to lose any money because there's no qualified immunity? Qualified immunity is a red herring for you to go over there. Forget the policies that create the cops where they can stop you for no reason without any probable cause, detain you in torture cuffs, jump on top of you like you're a POW of war. Forget all that. Focus on qualified immunity. It's the way to get you off the trend. It's called a red herring because a red herring stinks after it's dead and it's up on the bank. A red herring. And that's what qualified immunity is. It's so that you won't look over there. Don't look over there at reasonable suspicion that is not in our Constitution. Everybody says reasonable articulable suspicion. It doesn't matter. It wasn't part of our Constitution. It was made up. But don't think about that. Think about qualified immunity. There's no qualified immunity in Denver, though. That's so strange that works that way. Man, that is such a... Seattle police kept mocking tombstone of black man they killed and Trump flag in the break room. Department said it wasn't meant to be offensive. The Seattle Police Department didn't mean to be offensive. I find that very hard to believe. No way. They put a tombstone of a 19-year-old kid in their police department? No way. No way. That is just disgusting. He was killed on 4/20. He was 19. What does that say? Amarius Butts? Wow. So, I mean, I guess this will just be another daily friendly reminder. Donald Trump wants to indemnify all police, wants to make it so that we can't sue them. That's been his announcement. He wants to create nationwide stop and frisk. I'm completely against him in every single way. When I wake up every morning, I hope God has taken him because he's a piece of shit. And people are like, oh, people are going to unsubscribe. Okay. If you want to support the president being a copsucker and that he has the power to give them money and indemnify them, then we're not the same. That's okay. If you go, I understand. You have an allegiance to some dude that doesn't give a shit about you, who gave all the tax breaks to the rich. Going to get rid of the deep state and tried to have Edward Snowden killed. Going to get rid of the deep state and tried to have Assange assassinated by the CIA. Wants to have nationwide stop and frisk and indemnify police. This is just a daily reminder. I'll remind you every single day. I don't know how you could vote for Trump and be on Team DLZ. I don't get that. I would vote for a snail. I would vote for Biden over Trump if I was forced to vote for one or the other. I wouldn't vote for Biden. He's a piece of shit too. But he doesn't make announcements that he wants to indemnify police. And so every day I will remind all y'all that Trump wants to indemnify police. And then the biggest one, I think the biggest problem I have with the dumpster fire is he told all those people to go down to the Capitol building And then he didn't pardon a single person. He let them burn, let all their families burn. The guy's a total fraud, man. He's an absolute total fraud. If you don't know that, then you're not paying attention. You simply are not looking at the simple facts. He literally is a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I wish it wasn't true. I really wish it wasn't true. I wish I could say I would love to support Trump. I would love to say, hey, Trump's the best guy ever. But what's the truth? He's openly announced he wants to indemnify police. He's openly announced he doesn't want us to be able to sue cops, hold them harmless. He's openly announced he wants to do nationwide stop and frisk. Every park, every bridge, every crosswalk, you could be stop and frisked. And he tried to kill Snowden and tried to kill Assange. Tried to have them both executed. This is a fact. Look it up. Google it. You wonder why I'm against him? There it is. He's everything that he stands for everything I'm against. So every day I'll let you guys know. Every single day. Here's another copper. Here's another copper. You guys,
6 shots in the back.
Do you guys remember this story? Do you guys remember this story? This story. Now, you know, you guys know that I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I straddle the lines. I have a gun all the time. I'm for making sure that I would put a halt on all immigration for 10 years. I would seal the borders for 10 years. No more immigrants come in for 10 years. I would then make the people here, I would citizenship them. So that way these corporations could stop ripping off Americans. I would stop the immigrant flow into this country immediately. Immediately. Got FEMA camps where they could house millions of people, but they're not putting the immigrants there. They're putting them in rec centers in Boston and shutting down the kids from playing in the rec centers. Our government is trying to replace us with immigrants, trying to replace you. Oh, by the way, if you guys heard a rumor that the ATF had given a pass to immigrants to not have background checks and get guns, that's false. That's not true. So I've heard the same rumor, but it's not true. Remember Casey Goodson, the guy walking into his house with Subway for his grandma?
6 shots in the back, all fired by the defendant into the back of Casey Goodson with no reasonable basis.
Mr. Schroyer just told you that Casey Goodson wasn't a threat on December 4th, 2020. Now, his own witnesses are going to tell you differently.
The special prosecutor, Gary Schroyer, says Goodson went to the dentist, picked up Subway sandwiches for his family, then he heads home. He says Goodson and Meade first made contact at an intersection minutes away from his home on Estates Place. Goodson drives to his house, parking in the wrong direction and heading to the side door like he always does. Schroyer said Meade follows, and as Goodson walked through the door,
all the shots passed through the storm door, breaking the glass, with 3 shots passing through that metal mesh, one striking the top of the frame.
He says Goodson was found palms down, AirPods in his ears, sandwiches on the ground, and a handgun, which he was licensed to carry, also fell out of its holster. Defense attorney Caitlin Stevens says Meade has a different account of this day. She says he was on a separate mission with the U.S. Marshals in the area when he saw Goodson waving his gun around in the car. She says Meade saw a threat and radioed the other law enforcement to alert them. Then
let me just jump in here, okay? That is an absolute lie. Does anybody else carry a gun? Anybody else besides me carry a gun? I carry a gun. Put a 1 in the chat if you carry a gun. Okay, there's my 1. I carry a gun. Okay. So when you carry a gun, you don't pull your gun out. You notice you guys have never seen my gun on camera. I think I showed my gun in one video one time 2 years ago. I carry a gun constantly. When you're a gun owner, you don't pull your gun out, start waving it around in your car. Remember, this is the lie that pigs say. Kent Freeman is currently suing Jonathan Spulgeric in Ironton, Ohio. Jonathan Spulgeric put the exact same thing on his police report, that Kent Freeman was waving his gun around up in the air. If you're a gun owner, let me ask you a question. Put a 1 in the chat if you've never waved your gun around. How ridiculously stupid is that statement? It is the stupidest thing I think I've ever heard. If you're a gun owner, you carry a gun so that you don't get killed. You guys see how many trolls I have. It only takes one moron with a 70 IQ to think, I'm going to be the guy that kills delete laws. Well, okay. Well, be careful, bro. Be careful. So if you carry a gun, the one thing you never, ever, ever do, you never, I mean, I'm talking ever. The gun doesn't even come out of my holster. The gun never goes in the air like this, ever. My finger never goes on the trigger, ever, until I'm ready to pull that trigger. You'd leave your gun in your holster the entire time. Your gun does not come out. People who have guns do not wave their gun around. How long are we going to allow that bullshit lie to continue to perpetuate? What's the other one? He went for my gun. No, he didn't. You're lying, dude. You're a lying pig. You are a lying pig. He did not go for your gun. And so he said here that he was waving his gun around, but then listen to what she says right here.
Away from his home on Estates Place. Goodson drives to his house, parking in the wrong direction and heading to the side door like he always does. Schroyer said Meade follows, and as Goodson walked through the door,
all the shots passed through the storm door, breaking the glass, with 3 shots passing through that metal mesh, one striking the top of the frame.
He says Goodson was found palms down, AirPods in his ears, sandwiches on the ground, and a handgun, which he was licensed to carry, also fell out of its holster.
It fell out of the holster. You hear what she says right there at 1 minute and 15 seconds? So why would his gun be falling out of his holster if he's waving his gun around? I'm lost here. I don't understand how that's possible.
Defense attorney Caitlin Stevens says Meade has a different account of this day.
Oh, of course he does. This is a murdering pig right here. You're looking at the face of evil. The face of evil. Look at him. He's a lying, murdering pig.
She says he was on a separate mission with the U.S. Marshals in the area.
No, he wasn't. You were looking to kill somebody, bro.
When he saw Goodson waving his gun around in the car.
Stop. Oh, stop. I saw Chili and he was waving scissors around. So I get in my car with my weapon, which is scissors. And when I get in the car, I just start waving my scissors around. How ridiculously stupid. He starts waving his scissors around. Why would you get in your car and be like, Stop with your bullshit, pig. He was waving his gun around. He was waving it around. Waving it around because he wants to get killed by pigs. He saw you there. Imagine, we all can see the pigs when we drive down the road. They're not invisible. So he pulls his gun out and he's waving it around. Do you believe that? Put a 1 in the chat if that's bullshit. Put a 1 in the chat if that's bullshit. Wasn't waving any gun around. What a liar. What an absolute lying jackboot thug pig. What a liar.
She says Meade saw a threat and radioed the other law enforcement to alert them, then followed Goodson.
He is screaming at the gunman, drop your weapon. He's announced.
No. That's not what the grandma said. Grandma said Casey walked through the door and was shot 6 times. No screaming, no nothing.
His police presence. The gunman never drops the weapon. Instead, as that gunman is trying to get into this house, he turns and points a weapon at Jason. And in that split second, Jason believes he's going to be shot because he sees the gun point at him for a second time, and Jason shoots.
Stevens says to the jury she wants them to think of this from a reasonable police officer's perspective.
The evidence will show that Jason was in fear for his life,
while the state plans to prove otherwise and show Meade acted recklessly on that day.
This is not justification. But remember, They have to prove it. They have to prove it, that it was. Our evidence will show beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant is guilty of the charges that we've charged him with.
Is that it? That's the whole thing right there.
6 shots in the back.
So it's just more lies. I mean, the whole thing that was spoken there was lie after lie after lie. None of that was true. The cop did not scream at him to stop his progress, to halt. He did not scream any of that. He absolutely lied. He lied all the way through from the beginning until the end is what he did. That's what he did. He lied about everything. That's what he did. And if you don't know that, then you're not paying attention. These pigs are lying about everything, lying about absolute everything. And so what did we learn? I want to show you guys something here. What did we learn by watching this video right here? Don't like that channel. They're cop suckers. There's cop sucking channel. On September 9th, 2021, UW University, is that University of Washington? Lacrosse, UW Lacrosse Police. I wonder what this is. I want to find out. Is that you? I want to find out that pig shack that did this to the dad of the athlete. Were assigned to an area to deter fans exiting from the stadium from entering into the fenced-in construction site. The officers observed an unidentified female attempting to cross through after retrieving the female and escorting her out. They came across a male attempting to enter through the separated fence. The male was identified as 47-year-old Matthew McCormick. So here's Matt's crime, walking through a field that he was actually checking on.
Okay.
Back through the
Sorry,
fence.
sir. Gotta have you go around the backside.
Through the fence. It's a construction zone.
Yeah, no shit. I do this for a living.
You work
What's
here?
it? Yes, I do.
On this
I
side?
did that parking lot. I did that parking lot over there.
But not this one.
Are you here for work?
This side?
Yes, I am. I'm here doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control
Okay.
problems.
Can I get your ID?
I don't have one on me.
Don't have it?
Okay, right there. When he said, "Let me get some ID," are the cops going to let you go? Do they have to get their ID cookie? Do they have to get your ID cookie? Put a 1 in the chat if these pigs have got to get your ID. It's like crack cocaine for them. It's like, I got to be careful what words I use here, but if you've ever danced with Snow White before, then you know one dance is never enough. You got to get another dance with Snow White, if you know what I'm talking about. Right? That stuff they do in Hollywood. If you got to dance with Snow White, you can't do one dance. One dance with Snow White will never do. You got to do another one. That's why it's a super addictive substance. So these pigs have got to get your ID. And they're not going to let it go. They're not going to let it go that they don't get to get your ID.
This one.
Are you here for work?
This side?
Yes, I am. I'm here doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control
Okay.
problems.
Can I get your ID?
I don't have one on me.
Don't have it?
Yeah.
I can't let you in.
Yes, my ass.
Okay. So we know that. So what you do is the only reason you have this yellow and black card in your wallet is so that when the cop demands ID, You can say, oh, you want my ID? And you know there's no reasonable suspicion. Even if there is reasonable suspicion, you still don't got to give ID. You know there's no probable cause. And the cop says, can I get some ID and catch this on camera for me? You go, oh, yeah, 1 second, hold on. Number 4 on the cop card right here says, I plead the Fifth Amendment right now, officer. I identify as good citizen. Cop demands ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. The laws in the navy blue. Hibble versus Nevada, with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. This exact moment right here would have been perfect. He could have lambasted that pig. And if he's backed it up with his camera, it would have been a home run. It would have been a home run. If he said, hey, can I get some ID? And you said, sure, 1 second. You pull it out. Here you go. Number 4 right there. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. Hibble versus Nevada says that with Raz, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. And then when he told the cop off, when he told him to kiss his ass, you tell the cop off vulgar language. Cop says he's going to charge you with this or with that. While filming, state my right to free speech is protected by the First Amendment. Then read off the laws in blue, pig. First Amendment, 1971, Cohen versus California. Cop loses qualified immunity for arresting you. Matt, if someone wants to reach out to Matt and tell him about us, we are Team DLZ. Matt, I will help you sue those pigs in Washington State. I will help you, Matt. I will help you sue those pigs. This is a golden moment to use your Fifth Amendment cop card. And the cop card, just like your license, just like your credit card, they're only $10. They're not like they're expensive. And you get 2. You get the driver and the non-driver. You have to have one of these in your wallet. When the pig asks you for ID, bam, hit him with that. Cop demands ID. While filming, I plead the Fifth Amendment. They're $10. They're 2 pair for $15. I've given away thousands of these. Literally, I've given away thousands. Yeah, the last, send me your order number, Lori, but the last batch of hoodies went out today. So if you ordered a hoodie in the last week, your hoodie got shipped today. There's a gal up in Ironton who ordered a hoodie. Her hoodie shipped today. So I just shipped that out. So you'll get it. You will get it. Delete laws. Gave a pair away to a couple yesterday that was pulled over. That's why I give so many of these away. If you order a pair, I usually give you another pair. Sometimes I don't. Most of the time I do. And you guys got to remember, I give away so many of these. People will email me and say, I didn't get my free cop cards. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I give away so many, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't get an extra free pair, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny because people get to the point where they figure that I should be giving them the cop card for free. It's only $10. It's not going to break you. You know what I mean? It won't break you. It might break you not having it, but
No.
I'm not at that parking lot over there.
But not this one.
Are you here for
this,
work?
This site.
Yes, I am. I'm here doing a walkthrough to make sure there's no erosion control
Okay.
problems.
Can I get your ID?
I don't have one on me.
Don't have it?
Yeah.
I can't let you in.
Yes, my ass.
No.
I'm not resisting.
Stop.
I'm not.
Stop.
Ma'am, don't.
I'm not resisting.
Stop tensing up. Relax.
Just relax.
You know
Listen, you're the one
You're tensed up, that's why.
No.
Yes.
No, you guys are the one else that
Stop. Just stop.
you got to have your Fifth Amendment cop card in your pocket. So when the cop asks for ID, you say, here you go, number 4 on my non-driver cop card, and then film his reaction. And if he does this to you, then you have a smack dab home run lawsuit, because this goes around the clearly established prong and around that pesky qualified immunity that doesn't matter at all whatsoever with on the street interactions.
Our other top story this evening, former Huntsville police officer David McCoy in court today as he faces capital murder charges in the death of his pregnant girlfriend.
Investigators say
These cops are such good people, though. Back the blue.
the man was engaged to one woman but had a pregnant girlfriend out of state. That victim, Courtney Spraggins, was 7 months pregnant at the time of her death. Authorities say McCoy confessed.
State-run media, at the time the pig murdered her, why don't you say what it is, pig sucking lady? State-run media garbage.
was 7 months pregnant at the time of her death.
7 months pregnant when the pig murdered his girlfriend and the baby.
That victim, Courtney Spraggins, was 7 months pregnant at the time of her death. Authorities say McCoy confessed following his arrest, but pleaded not guilty to capital murder just weeks later.
News 19 investigative reporter Dallas Parker joins us this evening live from the Madison County Courthouse with the latest. Dallas.
That's right, guys. Today was the first time in more than a year that David McCoy has been inside of the Madison County Courthouse. He's always had a team of 2 defense lawyers, though today one of those lawyers is a little bit different. They've replaced one of them with another lawyer, and because of that, the defense says they need a little bit more time before trial to prepare. Now, McCoy is charged with 3 counts of capital murder.
He murdered a woman and the baby that was his inside of her because he was married.
Charge for allegedly causing the death of someone inside of a vehicle, another charge of causing the death of 2 or more people in a single act, and another charge of the murder of a victim under the age of 14. Now, investigators say McCoy shot and killed his pregnant girlfriend in early 2022. His trial was originally scheduled to take place here in April. Now it's being pushed back until 2025. Madison County Chief Deputy District Attorney Tim Gann says the delay is warranted.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What did she just say? What did she just say here? I'm so sorry. Let's listen to this closely, please.
Scheduled to take place here in April. Now
It was scheduled to take place in April.
It's being pushed back until 2025.
What? It's February. What? Why do you think they do that? Let the emotion of the community die down. Let the story, let it be an old story. Let you and I be triggered by 100 other stories where pigs murdered people. Let this one die down a little bit. Let it go. Then they'll quietly have a trial for him. Real quietly. Don't tell anybody. We'll get it on the docket. Don't make a big hoopla about it. If no one pays attention, no one pays attention. It's a tactic to try to protect the pig who murdered his girlfriend and a 7-month-old fetus. What? Explain to me why in February of 2024, why his trial has to be delayed until 2025, unless it's for emotions to calm down so that the public isn't so outraged. I don't understand how it takes 10 months. 10 months. Not even, we're the beginning of February. It's like February 5th or February 6th. Yeah, it's February 6th. We have to wait 11 months to have a trial at least. So if it's in February of 2025, that's a year. You need a year to prepare for trial. This is to protect the pig. Same old, same old. Welcome to America.
Madison County Chief Deputy District Attorney Tim Gann says the delay is warranted.
Yeah, they need to delay that. The DA is who? The cops call the DA backup. They're the backup. When the cops have a problem with you, they call this pig sucker right here, and this pig sucker lies for you, lies against you, lies on you.
New lawyer on the case. She's only been on it for about 5 months. A case of this nature there's a lot of prep work that's going on.
Oh, what a load of shit. He shot his pregnant girlfriend, murdered her, killed the baby because he didn't want to have a baby with another woman. Didn't want to ruin his marriage, so he thought he would kill another person and kill the baby inside of her.
So she asked for a continuance for the defense. Completely understandable. So that's why we're pushing the date back, just to have time. A case like this, there's so much evidence that has to be gone through, and we want to get it right the first time. So the judge granted a continuance.
Of course, the DA agreed to it, stipulated all the way. If that was you or me, he wouldn't.
Now, McCoy will remain in the custody of the Madison County Jail where he's remained since his arrest. Now, furthermore, Courtney Spraggins, her estate, has actually filed a lawsuit on behalf of her for wrongful death, alleging that McCoy and the apartment complex where Spraggins was killed failed to properly secure the area, make it safe for residents and visitors. And they also say that the apartment complex failed to train McCoy as that courtesy officer on scene to keep people safe. But
this goes down to I'm sorry. The bullshit's just so thick. It's hard to even follow the bullshit she's talking here.
Area, make it safe for.
I'm sorry. Let me back it up here a little bit.
On behalf of her for wrong. Now, furthermore, Courtney Spraggins, her estate has actually filed a lawsuit
Courtney Spraggins' estate, the woman that he murdered,
on behalf of her for wrongful death, alleging that McCoy and
they filed a lawsuit on her behalf for wrongful death.
the apartment complex where Spraggins was killed failed to properly secure
The apartment complex where Spraggins was killed.
area, make it safe for residents and visitors. And they also say that the apartment complex failed to train McCoy as that courtesy officer on scene to keep people safe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're blaming the security officer at the apartment building for a murderer coming and killing his girlfriend. Is that what I'm hearing right now? That's exactly what they just said. They're blaming the guy who was the security or the cop at the apartment.
Her for wrongful death, alleging that McCoy and the apartment complex where Spraggins was killed failed to properly secure the area, make
Our other top story this evening, former Huntsville police officer David McCoy in court today.
So his name's McCoy.
It has actually filed a lawsuit on behalf of her for wrongful death, alleging that McCoy and the apartment complex where Spraggins was killed failed to properly secure the area, make it safe for.
What are you talking about? What is this? What are you talking about? You're talking about a pig who went over and murdered his girlfriend. What does training and the apartment complex have to do with it? That guy went to murder his girlfriend, and he did. What is training? And the apartment complex failed to.
Residents and visitors, and they also say that the apartment complex failed to train McCoy as that courtesy officer on scene.
Train McCoy as the courtesy officer. McCoy was the shooter. What the hell is this? Oh, it's in Huntsville, Alabama. Well, of course. Is this in Alabama? Of course. We're talking about Alabama. Of course. Makes perfect sense. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. That's. Here's another nice copper. Here's another good cop. Here's another good cop that murdered somebody. Oh, it didn't go through.
A police sergeant in Chester. A jury has convicted a police sergeant in Chester County of recklessly endangering another person. 55-year-old Anthony Sperano of the West Callan Township Police Department fired his weapon during a traffic stop in November of 2021 when the woman drove off. Takesha Landry says she was nervous and wanted to get to a well-lit area. Sperano shot through her back windshield. She was not hit. The judge overseeing the case has not set a date for sentencing.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
An incident that plays out on body camera footage and in Takesha Landry's mind.
I'm still suffering.
Haunted by what she says was a traumatic experience at the hands of West Callan Township Police Sergeant Anthony Sperano.
I mean, what are we seeing here? It's a broken record. It's every day all across our country. Look at the psychos these jackboot thug pig organizations are hiring because they can't. You think they could get a guy like me to sign up? You think they could get a guy like me? No way. You could never get a real alpha male leader to sign up to be pigs. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. There'd be no way. I would never sign up to be a pig. If you ever found out I signed up to be a pig, you would have to say, man, they must have taken him and MK Ultra'd him. They must have hooked him up to machines and brainwashed him. Like, put a 1 in the chat if you would never sign up to be a pig. 1 for me. Look at the guy's face. He's a psycho. Look at the psychos they're hiring. It's so ridiculously stupid. You have to invoke your rights. You use your Fifth Amendment trifold. You use your Fifth Amendment cop card. You get your stuff all set up in your visor with your laminated driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration. You get everything set up for yourself. You invoke your rights. You stand on your rights. And that's how you take control of the situation. Cop asks for ID and you don't got to give him ID. Whip out your Fifth Amendment cop card and explain to him that I don't got to give ID. The law's in the blue. Put everything on film. Use the tools that I'm giving you. Just the same old, same old.
He's now charged with simple assault and shooting into an occupied vehicle. The Chester County District Attorney.
I'm sorry.
Township Police Sergeant Anthony Sperano.
Get out of the f***ing car! Hold on! Get out of the f***ing car! I can't!
An incident that plays out on body camera footage and in Takesha Landry's mind.
I'm still suffering.
Haunted by what she says was a traumatic experience at the hands of West County Township Police Sergeant Anthony Sperano. He's now charged with simple assault and shooting into an occupied vehicle. The Chester County District.
He's charged with simple assault and shooting into an occupied vehicle. If you shot into an occupied vehicle, you would be charged with attempted murder. It's the DA. The entire system does not work. You can't have DAs working with pigs week in, week out. And then when they get, and they murder, rape, kill, ruin, destroy, wrongfully persecute, wrongfully prosecute, then you go to the same DA. And shooting into a car is simple assault? Since when? If you shot into a car, you would be charged with attempted murder. Put a 1 in the chat if you would be charged with attempted murder for shooting into a car with occupied people. That is just crazy to listen to this.
District Attorney's Office says just before this confrontation caught on body cam, Sperano pulled Landry over at around midnight on November 10th, 2021. The North Carolina resident was driving near Compass Road and West Kings Highway when Sperano pulled her over for turning left at a red light. She says she was afraid.
Immediately when he snatched the camera out my hand is when I drove away.
He snatched the camera out of her hand.
And he shot at me immediately.
An action that
He shot at her. Oh, by the way, North Carolina, you guys keep on voting in Republicans. Republicans give your rights to the cops. I literally have never voted for a Republican ever in my life, not one time ever, because I've known what they do. They give your rights to the police. Do you know in North Carolina, you can't get the body cam footage unless you're a resident of the state? You can't get the body cam footage unless you're an incident to what happened. Unless you're a party to the incident, you can't get the body cam footage in North Carolina. Why is that? How come that is? They don't want a constitutional law scholar to look at what happened and say, that's a constitutional rights violation. You can't do that to someone else. You keep on voting for these pieces of shit on the right. You keep on voting for these pieces of shit called Democrats on the left. You can't vote for two wings of the same bird and wonder why nothing changes. Remember, it's Republicans in North Carolina. It's Democrats in Washington State. Democratic legislature, Democratic governor, they did the same thing. They gave the body cam footage to the cops. You can't vote for Democrats and Republicans. We have to get a third party. Has to happen. Or it'll never change. It'll never change.
That the DA's office says was not justified since Sperano wasn't in immediate danger.
She came, camera out my hand is when I drove away and he shot at me immediately.
An action that the DA's office says was not justified since Sperano wasn't in immediate danger.
She came, I would say, less than 2 inches away from her death.
The Racial Justice Network has asked the Justice Department for a federal investigation.
We feel that we need a federal investigation to upgrade his charges from a misdemeanor to a felony. He tried to kill Mrs. Hunt.
He's being charged with a misdemeanor for attempted murder. Meanwhile, Press with Rancor in Michigan is being charged with a felony for filming a cop. Did you hear what I said? Garrett Van Nett, also known as Press with Rancor on YouTube, is being charged with a felony for filming a cop as he stood 15 feet away. This cop shot into a car, shot her as she drove away, shot at her as she drove away. He's charged with a misdemeanor. Are you kidding me?
Sperano is also charged with assaulting Landry when she did eventually pull over.
I'm in the seatbelt, sir. That's when he immediately started punching me in my face and grabbing me by my hair and pulling me out of my vehicle.
Now, the Racial Justice Network wants Sperano to be fired, but they say the West County Township Police Department won't even confirm with them whether Sperano still works there. They also wouldn't confirm it with us. The chief just giving us a no comment.
See, so just so you know, this is policy created by the pigs that's backed up by the governor. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When I am governor, that's over. That policy will be changed. All discipline records will become public where I'm the state, where I'm the governor in that state. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing how they're hiding the body cam footage. And when the cop shoots at someone, it's a misdemeanor. But if you point a camera at them and shoot them with the camera, then it's a felony. We're watching it happen. Press with Rancor is being charged with a felony. I'm going back up to Michigan in March because Press with Rancor is being charged with a felony. We do a fundraiser tomorrow morning for Craig Hendry, who's being charged with a felony for shooting his camera at somebody. He's being charged with a felony. Are you starting to see what's happening? Your Republicans and your Democrats are doing this. When do you wake up and stop? Oh, well, this is the most important election of our lives. I have to vote for my Republican. I have to vote for a Democrat. Vote blue no matter who. That's what they say. Vote blue no matter who. So it doesn't matter if it's a piece of shit cop sucker from the Fraternal Order of Police who planted that ex-pig to run as a Democrat in Washington State or in California. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that Republican is backed by the Fraternal Order of Police in North Carolina or South Carolina. It doesn't matter in Florida if that Republican is backing a cop sucker. Just vote for red, vote blue, no matter who. And you're doing it. There's 400 plus people in here. You're doing it. You're the one voting for your Republican. I gotta vote Republican, Chili. They're pro-life. If a woman wants to have an abortion, she's gonna have one. You can't stop her. You keep voting for Republicans and Democrats. I blame you, actually. You keep voting for the same thing. Well, conservatives strip our gun rights just like liberals do. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? President Trump banned bump stocks. President Trump pushed through red flag laws. Trump did that. Ronald Reagan created the Brady Bill. What are you talking about? The conservative Supreme Court upheld the Federal National Firearms Act of 1934 in 1939 in Miller versus United States. It was conservatives. Two wings of the same bird. Yeah.
Back in October, the district attorney said although the officer's cruiser did hit the other driver, the driver rolled through the stop sign, which set up the crash that killed teenager Marion Holmes. Back in October, Harrisburg police officer Brandon Kovac went to assist another officer in a separate incident, although he was driving down a one-way street. District Attorney Fran Chardo says it was allowed.
The police are permitted to, there's a statute that allows them to, when they have emergency lights and sirens on, to drive the opposite way and to drive above the speed limit. And the officer was responding to an emergency call from another officer.
The officer's cruiser did hit Detrail Porter, who was the driver in another vehicle, but Chardo says Porter rode through the stop sign.
The other driver went through a stop sign without stopping, and that was the principal cause of the crash.
Chardo mentioned that Porter had a history of reckless driving.
He was driving under suspension. He had a number of prior driving under suspension convictions, and so it did support the charge of accidents involving a driver under suspension.
Listen, look, this guy's backing him up. It's the DA. This is the district attorney backing up the cop who went the wrong way down a one-way street. It's the DA because they're so chummy with all the pigs. It's the same thing over and over and over again. So, I had to make a decision in my head and in my heart. I'm so sorry. I'm sick still. NYPD brutally, 4 cops and 2 canines attack a guy in a subway. So I had to make a decision on whether or not I wanted to show this because, the idea is that you can somehow make a living doing this thing here on YouTube. So let me just welcome everybody. Welcome, everybody, to another demonetized stream right here on Delete Laws. Yeah! Yeah! Another demonetized stream. Because I saw this and I have to show it to you. YouTube is going to demonetize this stream. This is going to happen. So I'll sit here with you guys for a couple hours. And then after I'm done and I bring people to YouTube from TikTok, from Reddit, from Instagram, people come here to watch the rendition of Delete Laws, YouTube will demonetize this stream after I show this. I just want to give you guys the score. Just give you the score. And that's what's going to happen. They're going to demonetize this stream. So be it. You have to see this. This is so atrocious. This is so atrocious. It's unbelievable. I have to show it. I have no choice. Let the demonetization begin. So there's 3 cops holding him down. One on his legs, one holding his arm so he can't defend his face, and another cop holding his other leg. And that this cop is, I guess, trying to battle one of the arms. You have a cop for each limb of his body. And as he's being held down, watch this beta male chumpzilla pig. He just punched him right in the face. Another one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Look, there's 4 cops holding him down as one punches him in the face. I will change that as governor. There's no striking people anymore. Well, maybe this guy can throw some punches too. Maybe drop some elbows, Conor McGregor style. None of them know any jiu-jitsu. None of them know how to wrestle. A bunch of beta males. So maybe strapping people's arms behind their back isn't the best idea. Maybe you could actually tie him up if you had to, but you don't got to get his wrists behind his back. So the canine cop, remember, these are the most sick, sadistic pigs in America. These pigs are the worst ones. Canine cop walks by, 4 guys on top of this man. Canine cop walks by, and she has to. There's another canine pig. He just bounced him off the ground. Did you see that? Look at his shoulder. Your shoulder doesn't go like that.
Don't get up. I'm handcuffed, man. I'm handcuffed. Give me the fuck. Get me the fuck off this store. I'm handcuffed. I'm handcuffed. Get me up.
JBTP, put it in the chat for me. Jackboot Thug Pig, put it in the chat for me, please. Put it in the chat. JBTP. Those jackboot thug pigs did that to another human being, punching him, stomping him, kneeing him. Just absolutely disgusting. Just disgusting. It is really, really one of the grossest things I've ever seen. Here's another one. I got another one for you right here. Here's the quality of human beings. Here's the.
I'm chief of police where I work, so.
I'm Jeb. I'm chief of police where I work. So you got to let me go.
I'm Jeb. I'm chief of police where I work, so.
What?
I think I murdered a guy tonight.
Okay.
This channel is for educational and news information purposes. All people being arrested are innocent until proven guilty. All crimes are allegations.
I think I murdered a guy tonight.
I think I murdered a effing guy tonight.
Okay.
July he was taken in a car, then beaten in an alley. First on scene. All crimes are allegations. On July 28th, 2023, the Key West police arrived on scene where a man was claiming he was taken in a car, then beaten in an alley. Further investigation found a homeless man that claimed the alleged victim kicked him in the back, making him fall to the ground, then kicking him again multiple times while down. The victim turned suspect happens to be the chief of police for the Boston Heights Police in Ohio.
Ohio! OTVO. Overturned Terry versus Ohio. Ohio may be the worst police state in the country.
There has been an update on this case and the charges. We will have that update at the end.
What's going on, man? Okay.
Stab in the face.
I literally just walked by and said, "Oh."
What happened, sir?
Oh, 3 guys drove me in the fucking car and pulled me and they drove me south.
All right, thank you. You're the best.
In the face, too.
You sing.
What did they stab you with?
Right here. He hit me probably 3 or 4 times.
I just called.
Right in the car, and then he got me right here. So,
Hey, good luck.
Yeah, thanks, man. So,
Why is the chief of police running around with his shirt off in Key West?
but I had a
Do you have any idea who it is?
you
were in a
Spanish,
car?
so
You said you were in a car with them, right?
they pulled me into a car.
They pulled you into a car.
Yeah. So here's what fucked up, dude. I'm a cop.
There it is. I'm a cop.
He's got minor scrapes, but he's claiming he was stabbed multiple times. If you want to have a medical, come check him out just to double check.
Here's my ID. So here's the part. Welcome, boys. No, dude, seriously, look at it.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, so
Did you see him? Look at him smile.
here's
Watch. Let me see if I can.
the part. Welcome, boys. No, dude, seriously, look at it.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know what your guys' problem is, but
Okay.
they had seen like my girlfriend.
Where did they
bar.
pick you up at?
Whatever bar that
This guy is drunk and cracked out.
dirt bags.
Dirt bags? Dirty Harry's?
Yeah. Yes.
Dirty, Rick's and Dirty
yes,
Harry's?
yes, yes.
Okay.
So they took me to some alley. They started kicking me in the face,
He deserves it. He's a pig.
and like I grabbed a stick and started stabbing it. So,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure I killed one of them.
You think you killed one of them?
Yeah. Like he started kicking me right in the nose, and I was like, dude, I'm like whatever, and
Where did you walk from? Do you
down
know?
down here, and I started screaming. I'm like, would you guys
Show me where you walked from.
So if you or I told the pigs that we killed somebody, we would go in torture cuffs immediately.
Walk with him for a second. I'm gonna get my car. What are Hey Dudes?
Hey dude, they're like island shirts.
Do you have a time delay? How long ago were you at the bar? Like when they grabbed you? Like if you had to guess.
Hold on. It
Say about one.
was a white dude with a fucking black beard, and then a white dude with like a gray. I can't because they fucking tried getting my phone.
Gotcha. But if you had to
The cop is lying about everything.
guess, how long ago was it that you were
Probably
at the
20
bar?
minutes.
You were at the bar
Yeah.
20 minutes ago?
Like I had
9/8. The time delay is gonna be 25 to 30 minutes. How'd you describe the subjects?
He was a white dude with a black beard.
Okay.
There's another dude. He had like close shave, like probably gray. He's probably in his 40s. But he kicked me in the face.
So how tall was the first guy? You said white guy.
Probably 5. He was shorter than me, so I'm 6'1", so probably probably 5'10".
5'10".
Yeah.
And you said he had a white beard?
No, he had a black beard.
Black beard?
Super fucking black beard.
Long, short,
like
clean.
Trim. Yep, clean trim.
All right.
Yep. So.
How old do you think he was?
Probably 40.
40. All right. And the second one?
Probably. They're probably.
What part of Ricks were you at? Were you in the front, like on Duval Street?
Third Harry's like right in the front.
In the front, on Duval Street.
Direct front.
Yeah.
Direct front. So here.
You can't open your phone.
I can't.
So why didn't you call 911 from your phone? Why didn't you call 911 from
I
your
called
phone?
Dad's, my girlfriend. So.
All right, and then the second male, can you describe him for me real quick?
They're both white,
black
beard.
The second one had a black beard too?
No, he had like a gray beard. So
Can you imagine what an asshole this pig was and the guys decided to beat the shit out of him? Can you imagine what an entitled pig he was being before they decided to beat his ass?
he probably had like a close shave, like gray up here, but gray in the beard.
So short hair,
Yeah.
clean, like cut, like it just got a haircut or a couple days old.
The guy in the black beard had a black shirt on. So
they got the black beard and a black shirt.
yeah.
What about the other guy? The guy with the gray beard, what was he wearing?
He had like I want to say like a dark blue.
Dark blue?
Yeah. Well, they grabbed me and took me.
What
they
kind of
took me to
vehicle
this
were they
fucking,
in?
I don't.
SUV,
That's the part-
sedan?
That's I do not know.
Do you not know at
They
all?
dragged me down this fucking.
You know
alley.
what color?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
It's dark, dude.
Call 198 Signal 14. 98. It's going to be 2 males. First one's going to be 5.
And so they just believe the pig, and now they're looking for these other 2 guys. His face is all beat up, but he didn't start it. They're looking for the other people now. What a crock of shit. It's a gang and you ain't in it.
10, approximately 40 years of age. He's going to have a clean kept black beard and a black shirt. Second male is going to be a white male, gray beard, clean haircut, and he's wearing a dark blue shirt. The suspect is unknown of the color, make, or model of the vehicle.
You live down here? No, still Ohio. You're on vacation?
Yeah.
Where are you staying at?
Slara in Miami. We came in here for one night.
Okay, where are you staying at down here?
Airbnb at 803 Get on High Street.
So where's your girlfriend at? That you said
I have no clue. I can't because they kept trying my fucking phone, so I can't activate it. So
who's they? Who kept trying your phone?
there's a white dude with a black beard. There's like a heavy set dude with like a gray and white beard. So yeah, man. I'm a cop too, so that's what's fucked up. Dude with like a gray and white beard. So yeah, man. I'm a cop too, so that's what's fucked up. Yeah, like seriously, like. So
It's not so effed up. It's not so effed up that you're a cop too. The truth is that you instigated some stuff and then they beat the shit out of you. It's not effed up because you're a cop. Most of us hate you or strongly dislike you. They're just afraid to say the words I say out loud. So many people send me an email and say, Chili, thank you so much for saying what I've been thinking for years and years and years. I just was afraid to say it. Thank you so much for saying it. Yeah, these guys are pigs, jackboot thug pigs. If you or I were caught on the side of the road, shirtless with our face all beat up, we'd go in torture cuffs right away. They'd put us in torture cuffs in 2 seconds flat. Put a 1 in the chat if that's a fact. Oh, I didn't hear about that, Basil. I didn't hear about that. So is it a stretch that this guy got jacked up by a couple of people on the street because he was acting like an entitled pig? Not at all. I don't endorse violence, but I understand why it happens.
So,
He could be lying about what those guys look like. He could be lying about everything. Drug deal gone bad.
that's her. That's her ID. Right here. That's her. You're Chad, right? I'm Chad. I'm the fucking chief of police where I work, so. That's like, dude, like, this dude dragged me down the fucking alleyway and started kicking me in the face. I, like, broke a stick, started stabbing him in the neck. I don't know if the dude's dead or not. So, I was aiming right for here. I'm telling you, that dude right there.
Hey, guys, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just need one of you. So there is a Marine in front of Willie T's. He's Dunsky. He's knocked out. He's in front of Willie T's in fetal position. Right. Sleep.
And now, of course, the cop is right. And the Marine who's knocked out, he's the bad guy because he didn't appreciate the pig.
Did you come out here?
Oh.
What's your name?
Joey.
Joey, did you hear any commotion going on? Like a fight or something that's broke out?
Yeah.
You did? Come out here for me so I can see you. Let me put this away.
Oh. I sure did.
Con 198. I'm in the alley right behind 424 Southern, and I'm out with the 77 that stated there was a fight that just took place here.
I was just hiding from him.
You were hiding from him?
Yeah.
So what did you hear?
I don't know. The guy just.
Was it right here or was it over here?
It was, well, I was standing right there.
Mm-hmm. You right here? Okay.
And he kicked me in the back.
Kicked you?
Yeah. I mean, out of the blue.
If you could describe this guy, what did he look like?
About your size.
Okay. What was he wearing?
I don't know. But,
did you notice anything that you'd be able to pick out?
I would say he was blonde or redheaded.
Okay.
That's about
skinny
all.
guy, kind of bulky, heavy set.
Kind of. Your
Okay.
size.
Did you do anything to him when he kicked you?
No.
No.
I hit the ground. Matter of fact, my back is.
Okay. You have your ID on you, sir?
No.
So he's telling a completely opposite story.
All right. Do me a favor. Wait here. Don't go anywhere, okay? You're not in trouble. Let me make that very clear. You're not in trouble. Okay? Just hang out here, okay?
Let me just stay with us for a little bit. Just need to figure out what's going on, okay?
You guys busy down here?
Yes, we are. We'll just stay right here.
No, man, it's fine. Like,
Just right here.
but dude, he like came up, kicked me in the face. I was like, all right, let him go. I broke the branch off and started just stabbing.
They had a fist fight and he went to deadly force.
So, it's like, I don't want dude to be dead, but don't fuck around with me, dude.
I don't want him to be dead, but don't mess with me or I'll just kill you. We can't have a civilized man deal. We have to have where I'm going to try to kill you. This guy's such a pig.
Like, and it's like a good 200-foot alley. So, I was like, dude, what are you guys doing?
So, but did you stink somewhere in
What's
QS?
up? I'm sorry.
Did you stink in QS?
Dude, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. It's the first time I've been to Miami. And we drove down to Key West for one day. I got a. It's 803 Duval. It's above the Key Lime West fucking. And then we're at Dirty Harry's, and next thing I know, I'm being dragged in the car, and then dragged down a fucking alley, and like I got kicked.
What a lie. He's at a bar. Next thing he knows, he's being drugged down an alley. People just randomly attacked him. What a lie. This pig instigated it, started a fight. None of this makes sense. He's lying.
In the nose, and I'm like, dude, what? Like, you know how it is, dude. So,
you know how
what
it
do I
is.
do?
Yeah, we're just trying to right now figure out
Yeah,
what's going on.
dude,
There are people
dude,
there,
I'm telling
people there.
you,
Okay,
I'm telling you.
yeah. Just stay here with me, right?
So,
We'll figure out what's going on.
and, dude, I grabbed that stick, dude. I'm pretty sure that dude, I punctured his neck.
He's admitting he tried to kill him, that he tried to puncture his neck with a stick. That's sick. Those are the people that, those are the only people who will sign up to be a pig.
Okay. And you were over here when he attacked you?
Look at the difference. One guy's allowed to walk around with his shirt off saying, I tried to kill someone. This guy's saying he attacked me. He has to stand with his hands against the fence.
Yeah, I was going in there.
So when he came up and attacked you, did he say anything?
No. He said, I'm going to kill you. Yeah, he did say something.
So he said I was going to kill you? Anything else?
Remember how many cops we see who have attacked homeless people. Remember how many cops we've seen who have thrown Coca-Colas on people on the street. Remember how many cops we have seen who kidnapped a homeless guy off the streets, took him to an isolated location, beat his face in, brought him back, and the cop was charged with simple assault.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around everything that happened, all right? So
You didn't say that to the pig whose story made no sense. He went to the bar. Next thing you know, he's being drugged down the alley. This guy doesn't look like he could drag a cat.
standing right here. Where did the guy come from?
That way. Because he kicked me in the back.
So you were standing right here. Okay? So you're standing right here.
Turn around.
So your back was facing to the alley. And he just walked up and kicked you.
Makes perfect sense. That's what these pigs are doing to people who are homeless all over the country.
So you didn't see him coming, is what you're saying?
I didn't see him coming, didn't hear him. And when I hit the ground, he kicked me a couple more times.
Okay.
And
did you try to defend yourself at any?
This guy wasn't in a bar. He doesn't have any shoes on. They wouldn't let him in the bar. They wouldn't let this homeless stick dude who lives on the street, they wouldn't let him in a bar. That's a lie. The cop said he went into a bar. Next thing you know, he was being drugged down an alley. No, he went down an alley, saw a homeless guy, decided to kick the shit out of him because pigs love violence.
Any point?
no,
You never tried to defend yourself at any point?
he was way beyond me.
Okay. All right.
I'm not a fighter.
I understand. Let me get your information, okay?
He's not a fighter. He doesn't want to have any fight. Where's the other guy that the cop tried to murder?
Okay.
What's your first name? Have you read a Florida ID?
Yeah.
All right, hang tight here, all right?
They took the homeless victim back to where the off-duty police chief was to have the homeless victim ID the chief as the suspect who attacked him in the alley. The chief was positively identified as the person who attacked the homeless man in the alley, and he wanted to press charges. So the officers made their way across the street to place the chief in handcuffs.
He's going to say, I'm one of you. I'm one of you guys. Don't do this to me.
10-15 him for battery and note all of his stuff that he said into the report, but whatever happened with that, he's not able to provide any type of even close to a description. White beard, black beard, like, you can't give any description of all these people. Says he stabbed him multiple times, there's absolutely 0 stab wounds on him whatsoever. All we can corroborate is that he beat this poor guy up in an alley for no reason. So,
Can you believe the pigs got it right? Unbelievable.
who wants to press charges?
Just remember, that guy went outside in an alleyway and just stomped a dude in the back and then beat the shit out of him.
10-15 away, bud. All right, turn around, put your hands behind your back. We're going to detain you right now. You got a whole another investigation attorney at this point.
Look at the light touching. Look at the light touching. Look how they're just barely putting a hand on him. They grab you by the elbow. They grab you by the collar. They grab your body. But the pig, they just barely even give a little touchy, touchy, touchy. What is that? Those cuffs are so loose. Yeah, 2 clicks, 3 clicks. It's so loose. Now he's going to double lock them right away so they can't tighten up.
You're at the hold that for right now. There's no bathrooms around.
He's double locking them right away. That doesn't happen for you or me.
Where's your car at, Iris? Where's your car?
That dude is drunk and high.
There's 2 IDs in his police ID. I need to get them both.
He thought being a pig would clear it right up for him. 420, everybody. 420. West Coast. Look at his elbow. Bruised from elbowing the dude. Look at his elbow.
I don't know. You might be in charge of something. Right now, you are detained. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get it, man. I'm fine. I know. You're good. Just pretty pissed off right now.
Why?
I think I murdered a fucking guy tonight.
Okay.
So.
That's right. They do, Stacy, when it's you. Not for the pig.
This side?
Doesn't matter. Yep.
No.
So remember, they got to be careful with this gang member because there's gang members in Ohio that might see if they treat their captain bad, those other gang members might come down to Key West and exact some revenge. Oh, pigs are pigs.
So do they have anything that they can unlock me? Stuff
Just wallet, cell phone. Yeah.
Anything
Right
else?
Right here. Right front, left front.
Yep.
sit down in 5 minutes. We're good.
Oh. Might take one, you think? I don't know. It's maybe what kind of shoes were you wearing again? Is it these?
No.
They say "Hey Dude" on them.
They're gray.
These are gray.
Yeah.
They say "Hey Dude."
Maybe.
You got your light on? Huh? You got your light on you?
They're
See "Hey Dude"?
probably. Yeah.
Okay. These are them. "Hey Dude."
At the end.
He stomped on that dude. Remember the guy said he came up and kicked me right in the back? And so the cops worried that the shoes are going to match up.
These are them. "Hey Dude."
At the end of the alleyway.
Huh?
And they were like at the end of an alleyway.
Yeah, yeah.
The dude like kicked me in the face. He's like, dude, take your fucking. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Watch it real quick.
Yep.
Watch your feet.
Yep.
Do you see how sweet? They're so nice to each other. You did it so nicely. Oh, let me cut the door. You see? Try.
Watch it real quick.
Watch out real quick. Okay, hold on. Your feet
Watch your
in?
feet. Yep.
That is the opposite of how we're treated. They slam the door on your foot.
Prosecutors in Florida have dropped a battery charge against Boston Heights Police Chief Chad McCardle, who was accused of assaulting a homeless man outside a bar in July. A prosecutor filed documents in the circuit court in Key West, stating the victim had died in circumstances unrelated to this case.
Did he coordinate with the Key West cops to off the guy?
Therefore, the charges have been dismissed because the prosecutors would not be able to prove their case without a victim.
Wow. I mean, let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that he murdered somebody? Do you think the cops murdered somebody? Do you think they murdered somebody?
Step up for me. Help. Good. Right here. Just turn around. Try that corner, please. This one? Yeah, you're good. Oh, God. You just sit down on the bench or down, all right? This bench.
Thank you all for watching. There will be 4 videos on the screen that we think you will enjoy. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe to all of our social media pages. Your support is appreciated.
Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time, we have a fundraiser for Craig Hendry, who was wrongfully charged with a felony in Kentucky. We will be doing a fundraiser for him to hire the lawyer named Larry Foreman, also known as the DUI guy. We're going to be hiring a lawyer named Larry Foreman, the DUI guy, for Craig Hendry. We have to raise at least $3,000 tomorrow. So please get your wallets out. Please meet me right back here tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time, and let's raise the money for Hendry. Craig Hendry's his name. it just makes me so upset to watch these things happen the way that they do. I mean, Robert's saying the same thing, and so is what's the matter you. I'm reading some of the comments on here. And then Animal said, "You're right. My blood's boiling right now." James Forbes, James, I got your email, and you guys remember we are Team DLZ. We may lose some MAGA if they can't take the truth that Trump's a cop sucker. I'm willing to do that. I cannot support a man who wants to indemnify police. Can't do it. Can't support a guy who wants to make it so we can't sue police. Wants to do nationwide stop and frisk. I can't support him. I'm gonna campaign against him. I don't care who you vote for, but I hate Trump. So I literally hate him. Trying to indemnify police, I hate him. So we'll lose some people because they're just so dyed in the wool that they're MAGA. They can't listen to anybody bash the piece of shit Trump. But you can't tell me you're going to indemnify police as president of the United States and have me go, yeah, he's not so bad. No, he's bad. I hate him so much that he's saying he wants to indemnify police. I feel the same way about him as I do jackboot thug pigs. If today was his last day, wouldn't bother me at all. Wouldn't bother me one bit. If I got the news on the cover of the internet, I would be fine with it. He's a piece of shit. I don't have it in me to forgive. I'm not God. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I don't believe everything written in the Bible or the Torah or the Quran. I don't believe everything written in those religious books written by man. I don't believe them. I believe in God. I love God. I talk to God. God's got my back. God is the one who told me to lead. I was touched by God. I was a hardcore atheist. Hardcore. Because I've read the Bible from front to back. Just like I've read the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers, Leviathan, the Spirit of Laws, Essays in Understanding Humanity, Some Thoughts on Education, Spirit of Laws. I can keep going on all the books that I've read and understanding the Constitution. And so knowing what I know, I was touched by God a little over 3 years ago, and that's why I'm here today. No longer an atheist. I definitely believe and I know there's an afterlife because I saw it. And anybody who tries to promote this jackboot thug pig state that we live in, I am your enemy. You are not my friend. I just want to be clear on that. I do not support cops. I don't support cop suckers. We have to turn the Kevins and Karens in our lives and show them the videos. So what I'll do today, buy one, get one free. If you guys get a trifold from me, I did not promote any trifolds this entire thing, but I really appreciate it. If you guys go to my website right now, get a trifold, not just for me, for you, and you invoke your Fifth Amendment right when you are dealing with a jackboot thug pig. If there's a jackboot thug pig in front of you and he asks for your identification, then I want you to pull out your Fifth Amendment cop card, show him number 4, and say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as a good citizen. No ID is required. Hibble versus Nevada says that with RAS, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. I've got these for $10. I give away a ton of them. If you don't get an extra one, don't come down on me, man. All right, just email me and talk to me. But I've had people get mad at me because they didn't get a free card. I can't mail these out to everybody for free. There's too many of you. Please try to be a little bit more understanding that literally there are thousands of people who contact me and ask me for free stuff, and I typically give it. But if you don't get it and I didn't get your email because there's so many hundreds of emails coming through, don't get mad at me. I'm one person. I'm doing the best I can. Is anybody else giving you materials like these? Nobody else is. So I'm trying to give you guys material so that you don't have to deal with these pigs. Jackboot thug pigs. Chevy! What's going on, Playboy? I plead the Fifth Amendment. Basil, what's going on? Pricey Biscuit is in here. What's up, Press with Rank? I talked about you a little bit today. Dar, what is going on? James, how are you? Chevy! Steven, what's the matter? You, what is going on? Animals, how are you? Buckaroo. April, what is going on? Owen is here. What's going on? Derek Morris gifted out some memberships today. I'm pissed off too, Paul. I can't stand people voting for Republicans and Democrats and thinking anything's going to change. Listen, I hate Biden the same. So don't, but he's not saying he wants to indemnify police. So if the MAGA people can't handle that I hate Trump, I guess you, if you decide to defect, I can't stop you. What is going on? Mark in AZ. Chris Alderson, how you doing? Pepperbox, let's go. OTVO, Citizens Broadcast Cooperative. Troy Jackson. Felicia, we're going to talk more about you tomorrow morning. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you coming. Really, Renaissance, what's going on? Milena, how are you? CJ, what is going on? Houston Hot Dog. Brandy Swaney, as usual. So the team DLZ is thick and we are fat and we are never going to stop. I guarantee it. Mr. Bones Nation, Terry Keith is in here. Peter Parker, put it in the comment section. OTVO. Sean Doherty is in here. Mikey, as usual. Pleasure, my friend. I saw Greg in here earlier. I saw Cope Doggy Dog. CJ. I got Carrie right here. What's going on? Carrie J. Eldridge, what's going on? How are you? Bart Anderson, what is going on? How are you? What is going on? Steve, as usual, my friend, always good to see. Oh, I'm looking for a Ms. Amber. Does anybody know Ms. Amber? MS.Amber. I'm looking for a Ms. Amber. Yesterday, let me tell you what happened. Ms. Amber said she wanted one of these hoodies. I have every size in stock. If it's not in stock online, just buy a different size and tell me what size you wanted. I have every size except for small in hoodies on. We don't stop hoodie sweatshirts. They are badass. If you have a hoodie, if you have a trifold, if you have a cop card, put a 1 in the chat. You'll see how many people have these products, and they are badass. This hoodie is badass. It is the top of the line hoodie. It is warm. It is thick. The paint on it is solid. You know what I mean? I just do the best of the best. And remember, we got to stick together. Don't let these politicians divide us. Any politician that wants to cop suck, I'm going to be against. It's not just Trump. He's being wrongfully prosecuted. I know that, but he's cop sucking the whole way. So I can't put up with it. I cannot. Joel, what's going on? Kevin, you wore your hoodie today? Nice, Kevin. Yep. It takes a while for you to get your hoodies. The mail is really slow. So don't blame me. I ship them out. Believe me, it's not my business model to sell you something and then not give it to you and then go live the next day and have you come and chat and say, I don't got my stuff. It's not my business model. I never even had a business model. I didn't even mean to start a business. I was giving away my trifold. And now I sell it. So it's great. Dan Hanlon is here. What's going on, Dan? How are you? Chris Boudreau, what is going on? April. Victor Rice, longtime friend. Thank you for coming, Victor. I super appreciate it. We don't stop. We do not stop. Oh, nice. You got them yesterday? Danielle, Daniel Brown got the trifolds and cop cards yesterday. When I tell you I ship your trifolds and cop cards, I ship your trifold and cop cards. I'm not skipping you. I didn't get your order and go, oh, you know what? I'll tell you, once in a while, we do miss one. So just contact me. I will and by the way, if you register on my website, there's a form you can fill out for support that goes directly to me, bypasses all other emails. I want you all to create an account on DLZ. Go to deletelaws.com and create an account, because then if you're ever missing an order, you can fill out a support tag. It skips all other emails, goes right to the top. It's a computer system, and then I get it right away. So create an account on deletelaws.com, because then you can fill out a support email and I get it right away through deletelaws.com. Support, I'm missing my order. What are you missing? Great. So fill out and register your own account on deletelaws.com. If you would, pretty please. All right, listen, I've been on here for 3 hours. 2 hours and 24 minutes. I got to get the flock out of here because my voice is gone and I need this voice tomorrow to e-beg. I'll be e-begging tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, noon Eastern Time. I will be e-begging for probably 2 or 3 hours until we get to the $3,000 that we have to raise for Craig Hendry so we can hire the DUI guy to represent him. And he's going to get the money. It's going to go directly to him. I'll put screenshots on my community. You guys know how to. Please don't use the super chat function for donations. I'm going to set up a couple things for you. I'll also have PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Please just use the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or the apparatus I'm setting up tonight. All right. I got to get the flock out of here. Papa, what is going on? Papa Box NC. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, Dirt Outlaws. Good to see you, Basil. Good to see you. I'll get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators. I can't, my voice. Let me try it again. Later, Gators.